Hello guys, Northwest Train Spotter 390 here, and it's time for Movement of the Month. This is a series where I go over my favourite movements from each month of the year, split into two videos, one from January to June, the next from July to December. To clarify, this is for rare, freight and just unusual movements, so nothing from Steam galas or events, so don't expect to see anything from Crewe Open Day on here. Starting out in January with 37099 passing Warrington Bank Quay. New this year, this is running from Derby to Carlisle, past quite early. Next up for February was this little gem that I seen pass through Leeds. Now, February was the most difficult month to pick for a movement of the month, but I had to go with this at the end, because it was just a bit of a farce putting anything else in its place. 47812, of course, finally making a movement of the month. So this was very much the case. Say hi to the pacer. Yeah, just look at that picture. Seriously. Just look at it. Next up was March, and probably one of the sessions of the year at Bank Quay. Movement of the month is Mayflower 61306. Now, I knew this was due through, but I was not expecting Mayflower at all. There was also a 33 on the back for a bonus. Yeah, it was quite an easy one to pick. There are a few honourable mentions though. April was between two, but the one that made it was the 286s at Wigan Northwestern. These come into the Bay platform at platform 3 for driver training. They were supposed to be 90s originally, but they did send some class 86s up. And yeah, it's a pretty unusual sight, to be honest. Again, here is the video of it coming in. This was, quite unexpected, really. I wasn't expecting 86s. I turned up to Wigan, as I said before, expecting a pair of 90s. But yeah, this was a nice, lovely little surprise. Considering you don't really see much using the Bay platforms at Wigan. I mean, obviously I've seen the 47 recently as well, which may or may not make an appearance in a future video. For May now, and it's the only one I don't have a video for, and I just had to do it, 91s at Doncaster. It was the first blunt N91 I've ever seen, and yeah, technically it's not a movement, but I just had to in the end. Two 91s together is not necessarily a common sight. It might be now, considering they're moving on, but yeah, I think this just had to make it. And for the final one, June was 67001 and 67012 on the charter at Chester. No 91119. So then, this was running Glenroves with Thornton to Llandudno. It was a charter, so it was quite an interesting sight to see at Chester. It was the very first time I visited with an ex-Arriva Trains Wales 67 on the front, and 67012, of course, with the old Wrexham and Shropshire livery, whilst operated for Chiltern, of course. So yeah, as you can see, it is departing. It was quite busy as well, this, but the station was quite quiet. I think there was only one other spotter there who's seen this. But yeah, you will see 67012 shortly as well. And that, yes, got movement of the month over 91119. I think location might have been a little bit key here, but yeah, I enjoyed that movement. Look at the 175. Right then, some honourable mentions, starting out with 60002, just missed out in January. It was quite unlucky to miss out, but it weren't really a movement. Another one from January was 66135 in the Bay at Warrington Bank Quay. I did catch this coming in. For February, I had quite a lot, to be honest. We had 66s on the Freightliner Drag. It's the only one of which that I've actually seen this year so far. We had the two locomotives that come in for the Blue Boy Rail Tour, 57307 and 88003. Obviously, we've got to mention the 800, but it would be an absolute farce for this to get movement of the month, considering it's not even worthy of doing it. 57316 is next up with the Northern Bell. We also had 57601 on the rear. This was another February movement we're seeing. A Shaw Clitheroe train. Now, these aren't particularly rare, but I've never seen anything that small before. And 86,259 coming into Preston. This isn't rare at all, but I just wanted to include it. As for March, we had the little test train that we're seeing with Jacob's favourite 88 on the front. And we had the first 397 of TPE on that lovely session back on March the 4th. We also mentioned the Northern Belle once again from Liverpool Lime Street. Again, 57,601 showed up. April, and this just missed out, 56,094 was the other movement along with the 86s. We do mention as well this, that we caught Bank Key, not particularly rare, I just thought I would include it though. And 57,312, heading towards Kilmarnock, I think it was bringing something down. As for May, you have the SB Rail Tampa, and of course the 180 at Doncaster, which was on some really weird movement I just didn't think would ever run, to be honest. But it did. It was an incredible movement. And finally for June, I just have to mention it, 67,006 and 91,119. Coming through Wigan North Western. But it wasn't final. We had our Stoneblower as well, which we're seeing about 2 weeks later. And another appearance from Northern Belle, this time with 57,314 and of course 6201 Princess Elizabeth. So, this has been Movement of the Month. I hope you've enjoyed. For the people who haven't seen this series before, it's probably the one I like to film the most on YouTube. And anyway, this will be it now until December. The next time I make one of these videos, it'll probably be 2020. So, on that note, North West Train Spot 390, out.